Can you just tell me about your background?
Sure. I first became involved in the public schools in 2007 when my oldest daughter started at the integrated preschool. She has Down syndrome, so in the special education system, and has gone through all the way up until just last month when she graduated from the postgraduate program on her 22nd birthday. She was really my entree into PTC for the preschool. I was involved in the Special Education Parent Advisory Council, and just always trying to make systems changes that were positive for students. I really liked that, liked the opportunity to do that, and so also joined Citizens for Needham Schools. That's the organization that watches school committee meetings and reports out to the public on them, and gave me a really good feel for what the school committee did. So I had been a town meeting member starting in 2021 and decided to run for school committee in 2022. I also have an educational background with a master's in public administration from Suffolk University, which focused on local and state government. So that was a great academic foundation as well.
And can you tell me about why you are running for re-election?
I've really enjoyed my 3 years on the school committee, and I love the opportunity to influence the policies and some of the just the educational direction of the schools. Prior to joining the school committee, I was on the Portrait of a Needham Graduate Committee. That was a year-long committee that really worked to re-envision our educational goals for our students and focus them more on some of the skills that students will need in the real world. And I really enjoyed that process. I'm also running because I think that I have a really broad perspective. I have a student in the high school. I have two others, like I said, have gone all the way from preschool through post-grad. My kids have been in special education. They've been in accelerated and AP classes and everything in between. I have performing artists and athletes in my family, and so I've just over the years gotten to see a lot of different aspects of the school system, and I think that really broad view has been able to inform my decision making and thinking, and really broadened out a lot of the ways that the committee has thought in the past 3 years. I also have a business background. I have both my CFA and CFP certifications and work in financial services as I've done for my entire career. So just that budget and financial mindset and that investor mindset I also bring to the table in a way that's different from some of my other colleagues.
What do you believe are the major issues facing the school district, and what do you think needs to be done to address them?
I think the major issues that are facing us right now obviously are facilities. The Pollard project and the Mitchell project are, Pollard is in process right now, and seeing that through to completion will be a big task over the next few years. Budgets and really understanding the impact of some of the changes on the federal level and how that may or may not flow through to our budget situation is that could give us a lot to grapple with and in the next few years. We also are going to continue to update our Portrait of a Needham Graduate. We took another look at that. So Portrait of a Needham Graduate 2.0. The superintendent just released a draft of that today to the community, and it's much of the same but also updated. When the portrait was first conceived, AI was not a part of our everyday classroom world, and thinking about, how does AI impact our students' educational experience, and how do we still educate them and help them understand and develop critical thinking skills without leaning on artificial intelligence. We need them to develop their own intelligence and critical thinking too. So I think that's going to continue to be a big conversation. And then of course we're in the middle of contract negotiations with our Unit A, which is our teachers, and that's our biggest number of employees and the biggest portion of our budget, and making sure that we have a budget that is fair, but also meets the needs and the budget of the community is going to be a big goal.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
One of the things I think is really important is the skills that a school committee member brings to the table. Something I think I'm particularly good at is really seeing the nuance of situations. Things are rarely black and white for me. We're in a multi-constituency situation. There's budgets, there's the town, there's parents, there's students, there's teachers, there's the administration. And the school committee is really just one part of that, but our decision making needs to be informed by an understanding of the sometimes competing needs and opinions of those groups. I think one of the things that I'm best at is really digging in and understanding some of those nuances and bringing those nuances out so that the committee can be a better decision-making body. And I really look forward to bringing those skills to another term.